Hey Scorpio, oh, card flew right out for you. Hi, my name is Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you. And if there are any messages that resonate with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And let's see what we got. So we just had that full moon in Sagittarius last week. How did that go for you? Okay, 2 came out here. So you get an extra card. Sag full moon was all about expansion, very magical. I really loved it. I mean, it's stunning, but anyway, let's see what the reading, there actually is some moon energy here, which I love. Okay, Scorpio, blah, blah, blah. 5 of Wands, 8 of Cups, reversed, and then you kind of got 2 that flew out. So I'm gonna put these together. You got the Tower, reversed, along with the Strength card. This is Leo energy. So, okay, I kind of like this card because like when we realize we're doing this, it's like, I think anyway, it's like, we're like, what am I doing? Like, what am I fighting? I mean, okay, look at this. This is fire energy, which is interesting. We just had that full moon in Sag, which is fire. And this is kind of a card of like this battle that's like leading to nowhere, right? Like if this is all you, I mean, look at this. They're just holding sticks and being like, and think of that, okay? If you're pushing, literally but metaphorically, right? If you're like holding a stick and pushing against someone else, holding their stick, well, which ultimately is just you, that's taking up energy, okay? So if like literally, right? If you were like, you're gonna be tired, depleted, sluggish, low. You might be like, I'm tired. No energy for anything else. So, and also this is like a battle that is pointless. Said with love, Scorpio, but it's pointless. It ain't going anywhere. You don't even give a shit actually really about what you're kind of exerting your energy towards. And this will be different for everybody. This is a general reading. So whatever it is, Scorpio, for you, whoever the individual who is watching this, that it's like whatever loop you find yourself in all the time, that you're like, and usually it's like kind of that obsessive, which is just a Scorpio thing. It's not a judgment. Like we all have our shadow. Whatever that kind of obsessive thing is that you kind of keep going to, which is usually just outside of yourself, that it's just kind of this repetitive loop. We want you to end that. Said plainly, we want you to end that, which is kind of entering the Tower, right, later on. So this Scorpio, because you are deep, deep, deep. I'm a water sign too, I get it, but I know I'm not, I have no Scorpio, well, no, I have one Scorpio plate, but like a far, far, far one. But I do understand the water energy, but as a Cancer, it is different. I experience my emotions differently than a Scorpio. Me, it's almost like, blah, like emotional. Also, I'm like Gemini cusp, so I'm just like, blah. But for you, it's like deep, 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 deep. So what kind of happens with you, Scorpio, is like, there's something deep within you that wants to be processed, tended to, maybe even explored, maybe even brought out of you in creative ways. And that might be a bit frightening for you, right? Because it's deep, deep shit, right? And that's completely understandable. But this is kind of the process, right? It's like the deep well of you. It can feel, because it can feel like the underworld, right? It's like, and that's another big Scorpio theme. And so when that happens, like instead of diving, just into it, like giving the devil a hug, that's when it's like, out there, okay, I'm gonna like grasp. And what happens, Scorpio? It's almost like free falling and assuming that you're gonna be able to like grab onto something to stop you, right? So if you can start paying attention to this, and I have a lot of compassion, I understand. But usually things, I'm gonna say this, okay, this kind of just, things are more frightening when we ignore it. Usually when we face it, even to acknowledge it, it's like, oh, right? And, I used to be more like this, but, if I do personal tarot readings and stuff and people have a question or blah, 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 sometimes people want it general, but, sometimes people are like very okay, so I mean, I'm going through this thing. I'm like, yeah, oh my God, of course. I went through that too. Like things become kind of lighter. Everything is just a universal experience, but it's like, I think your feelings, Scorpio, are kind of wanting to be expressed. But this is the good news. Water signs are like meant to lead the fucking way and very creative. There's a lot of creative potency in that energy. And Scorpio, pay attention. Have you been very sluggish, low energy, just kind of lethargic? It might be instead of going in that you're like, pushing, right? Pushing outward, which is just exerting your energy. And then it's like, then all that creative potency is just, well, we'll wait another day, right? So this being reversed, the 8 of Cups, also this, no, sorry, it's not Scorpio energy. It's, this would be Pisces, but it's a water sign. You had a reverse as well, but there's something here about walking away from kind of the pain and heading towards a mountain. And there's something, to me, I don't know, it just kind of fits with the reading that it's almost like, okay, the more you kind of, when you feel that urge to just go out, like to run from, and I think you guys just know what I'm talking about because it's you. It's like your internal process. The more you kind of, okay, if you're feeling that urge to go out and instead you go in, that's just like stillness, quiet, breathing, going in nature. You'll be amazed what can happen when you just sit in nature without a phone and just wait for it. Just wait for it. Okay? It's almost like, okay, I visited this, now watch me go. Now I have clarity. I can climb the next mountain, right? And I like this, like this is an eclipse. So I think, you know, your higher self is trying to show you kind of an illusion about yourself. And when you see it, you're gonna be like, holy shit, right? But it will come with not doing this anymore or just being open to it, right? However you're exerting your energy. It's like, you know, if I was just like this all day, it's energy. And it's like our emotions affect our physical body, right? If someone, a jump scare, it affects your physical body. So if you're holding on, pushing energy down, emotions, right? Your physical body is like, right? It's just using energy. And usually what we're, the things, Scorpio, that you're going out there and obsessing over is the distraction, okay? So you're going out there being, well, if I had this or that, or blah, 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 this person, that person, whatever. That's the distraction from kind of the truth, okay? This is kind of a deep reading, but you're a fucking Scorpio. So the Tower here, I think is just like being brought down to earth again, right? So again, to be like, to wake up from the illusion. And trust me, I do this for it's all of us. This is everyone's journey at the end of the day. The things that keep us up at night are an illusion from the truth. Because think, if you, like, you're smart, you're creative, you're smart, you're talented. If the same thing like is running through your mind all day, every day, and you still aren't coming to a conclusion, it might be time to look over there. Okay, this ball of is clearly not bringing any kind of clarity, and it's just a distraction. It's a distraction from right? From the truth of what needs to happen with you. So the Tower here, I think it's like, and there might be just a resistance to everything I'm saying. So maybe this is why the Tower is reversed. But the Tower, to me, it's like, it doesn't mean your whole life's gonna fall apart. Life does fall apart though, it does. And if you're alive on Earth, your life has probably fallen apart before. And it'll fall apart again, but then we get like better and more mature, and we can handle our shit better, and we can address things before it falls apart, right? Before it's a shit show, right? So the Strength card, again, this is Leo energy. This is like vulnerability. It's strength through vulnerability. And Scorpio, like, oh my God, I feel like, you know, I say this with so much love. It kind of makes me feel emotional when I say this. It's like, your true strength isn't this. But I know you're tough. I'm tough too. But the true strength with water signs especially is that vulnerability. Being like, stop looking out there and being like, okay, how am I really feeling? And it's to be emboldened about it. Like, there's nothing more powerful than a leader who leads, like flaws and all, like openly, right? But I understand you're private, but this is just like this person has their hand in the lion's mouth. That's bold. Be bold, Scorpio. Use that energy in and watch how much you won't be as lethargic anymore, right? And this is also the power of suggestion. I mean, me, I have like two entities, I guess, that it's just me, but this lethargic part of you, name it. Like me, I have a part of me that like whenever it makes me feel like a loser, like if I have encounters, I'm like, oh my God, they hate me. I named her Bertha. This part that wants to drag me down. Then my rage, I have a lot of, I named her Wanda. And when you can start, maybe it sounds funny, but and this is therapy, right? Therapy type shit. But it's like when you can start identifying these parts of you, when they try to catch you and you're like, so if me, I feel that trying to pull me down like Bertha, I understand. You're like we were drug addicts together once before and it's time for me to shine, baby. I gotta move on. I love you. You kept me safe for a while, but I'm moving on. So this is part of your expansion, Scorpio, is to go deep so you can rise above the ashes. You're the phoenix rising. And yeah, the power of suggestion, that's kind of that strength card when you can start identifying the parts of you that have controlled you for a while. So again, maybe this lethargy, this waste of energy that kind of just makes you, right? Name it. What is that? And when you feel that again, you can be like, okay, Ron, no. I understand, but it's like, I'm done this battle. Like, I understand, blah, blah, blah. Time for me to move on. And watch. These things change quickly. It's very light. The deep work is actually light. It's just deep when we don't address it, right? It makes us feel heavy and deep. But Scorpio, leave me a comment below if any insights came to you this past full moon, because all of this is about our expansion. If you've had any aha moments, or if you have any questions at all, or even if you were triggered, tell me in the comments below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I love you so much. You're fabulous. I'm fabulous. Until next time, I love you.